a program for you today. Like I said, VPDWC in the house all the way up until 5:45. We hand it on over to Josh Sushan, voice of the Isotopes, as the Isotopes are in Oklahoma City, putting a whooping on the Oklahoma City Baseball Club.
Didn't they used to be the Doyers?
They were the Doyers forever.
Yep.
For one season, they're going to be Oklahoma City Baseball Club.
That's the name of the team.
And they're going to do a Isotopes-esque rebrand next year.
So essentially, they're doing like what Washington did.
Yes. Yeah. But Washington's going to do it again. Because the command is stupid.
It's a stupid name. But the Oklahoma City baseball team, they're no longer affiliated with the Dodgers, correct?
No, they're still Dodgers.
They're still affiliated with the Dodgers.
But their name isn't the Dodgers anymore. They're not the Oklahoma City Dodgers, but they are the AAA affiliate of the Los Angeles Dodgers, the Oklahoma City Baseball Club.
Okay. So why not just rebrand the same year? What benefit do they get by waiting a year? They just don't have people smart enough to figure it out?
DWC, we're talking about Oklahoma here. We're not talking about a real city and a real state.
Yeah,
we're talking about Oklahoma.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Fair play.
It's the short bus of Texas. Let's be brutally honest here.
Just Texas's weird-shaped hat.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's awful.
It's kind of like one of those Daniel Boone coonskin cap.
If you're exactly right.
Yeah. That way.
Laying on a table.
Yeah.
Upside down.
I got your coonskin cap laying on the table upside down. Go ahead, man.
Co-host of Fred Stowe will be calling in this next segment in Philly for WrestleMania. We'll be talking a lot of lubed up man slamming when he joins us. Of course, David Weesey calls mandatory NFL headlines coming your way in the 4 o'clock hour. Hitting you with some baseball talk, some basketball talk, some college hoops talk, and a story I'm not even going to tease. I'm just going to drop it for you at 5 o'clock. We got the Isham Dental soundbite of the day at 5 o'clock, and then probably one of the most hilarious stories of the NFL offseason. Excited to share that with you. 5:15, we got the I-9 varsity. Don't miss a second of that. And look, we don't plan on the I-9 varsity, DWC. You know this. We're just going to pick one out of the air and have
it comes naturally in conversation.
Exactly. And then 5:30, we talk to Josh Sushan, voice of the Isotopes, as he is just making fun of the dumbest team name in all of minor league baseball.
I didn't know that was a thing. That's stupid. That's real stupid.
Yeah, either rebrand or lean into it. If you're going to be the baseball club, cool. Minor league is known for their goofy mascots.
Make fun of yourself.
Yeah, lean into it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday, talking to Stoosh, I suggested that they be the trailer park caught up in the tornadoes.
Mm-hmm.
A little wordy. But you can work a good acronym out of that somewhere.
But the cool thing that minor league baseball has done with some of these crazy team names, I'm thinking like, you've got I like this team, Montgomery Biscuits. I like that. And the Chattanooga Lookouts, right? These kinds of weird, the Sugar Skulls, these weird team names. They have this partnership with New Era. They do these great hats with weird logos on them. I'm trying to remember what the team is. It's one that's just got a roasted marshmallow. It's just their logo. And it's in Vegas. But it's just weird stuff. And you get these collectors who love these weird hats. It's awesome. I love those things.
I know one of the show who has 30 minor league hats.
Yeah.
Wears a different every time he comes to hang out.
I love that.
Cool dude. Speaking of cool dudes, what is going on in the world of black and yellow, my friend?
Yeah.
Give us the interview update, because got a lot of hate in my heart, and I'm ready to spread it all over Albuquerque and surrounding areas.
Good. What are you doing tomorrow night at 7 o'clock?
Those leaders, the El Paso Chupacabras, are in town just to get mopped up with little black and yellow.
Locomotive in town, I would imagine. Yeah, so Locomotive in town right now. Imagine they're already here. So if you're listening, Locomotive, go away. But we play tomorrow night in Mexico against El Paso. You know that's always a big rivalry night. 7 o'clock kickoff. Gates open at 5:30. Obviously, tailgate starting much earlier than that. Going to be a big crowd. But back-to-back rivalry matches for New Mexico. Last week, we went on the road. We took a whole bunch of fans out to Phoenix, beat them at their place. New Mexico is all about, which is lovely.
Love it.
This week, home against El Paso. Amanda Moreno, former New Mexico United player, now on El Paso. Benedict Moreno, making his first return to New Mexico to land him in Chairman, and I think we're going to let him know how we feel.
Start calling him Armando again.
Yeah.
Now he's back to Armando.
Yep.
All right, we're going to get your name wrong forever and ever and ever from now on. You traitor. Look, if you tell me Armando went to Miami Beach,
He took his talent to El Paso.
if you told me Armando went to Los Angeles, California, maybe.
Cool place, yeah.
Maybe let's call it maybe some kind of.
He went to Puerto Rico.
Maybe he's
Someplace lovely.
San Juan FC.
Sure.
But he went to El Paso.
Yeah, of all places.
The worst place on earth. Science tells you. This is not my opinion. It's been scientifically proven that El Paso is the worst place on earth. Scientists chose to go there.
Scientists and spiritual leaders agree. It's one of the few things they agree on. Just men of the cloth and men of science, all in agreement that it's the worst place. And now Armando's part of that. And tomorrow is the enemy.
So obviously he's being overpaid. Sure. And being paid by laundered drug money. This is all obvious.
That's
right?
how that works.
There's no allegations whatsoever. This is completely true. My words, not David Woodsy Call.
Yep.
Okay, correct. I mean, for you to leave the beautiful city of Albuquerque and go to this apocalyptic hellscape of El Paso, Texas, I will never understand the logic and reason behind that. But guess what? Just something else to put on the chalkboard, right?
Sure, it would be my first, second, fourth, or 27th choice, but it's the choice he's made. He's got to live with it. I wish him all the best, except when we're playing him. Armando's a nice guy. I really liked Armando when he was here. Loved working with him for the years that we did. Again, I want him to lose tomorrow. I want that pretty badly. And I feel confident that our guys are going to come out. If they played anything like they played last week against Phoenix, where they were just defensively dominant, I think they quadrupled Phoenix in XG expected goals. If they play like that, they'll win. And El Paso's gotten off to a rough start. They don't have a win yet. They played 4 matches. They've lost 3 and drawn 1.
So a lot of new faces, yes, on United. Who's that guy that stands out so far? Like, ooh, what do we have here?
Yeah, it's a good question. So, again, we've played 4 matches so far, and we have 4 different goal scorers. Nobody scored more than once. It's a good thing spreading out the goal scorers, right? But, as far as the new guys go, a few guys I think stand out. Marco Micheletto right in the middle of midfield. In years past, we had a guy named Justin Portillo who was just one of the best distributors in the entire USL, and he moved on to Tulsa over the offseason, and we were sad to see him go. But we were just as sad as we were concerned, right? Making sure that, those are big shoes to fill, big boots to fill. And we brought in this guy, Marco Micheletto. He was playing for Columbus Crew 2 in MLS Next Pro, and he's been absolutely phenomenal from the midfield, just finding runners, hitting passes, long, short passes. He's been absolutely terrific, just controlling the tempo of matches. He's been really, really fun. Deon Harris, new guy, is playing off the left side up at kind of the wing area. He doesn't really fit a position per se. He's kind of like LeBron James can play all 5 positions. Deon Harris can play striker. Deon Harris can play midfield. Deon Harris can play left back. He's all over the place. Also a really good dude. So Deon's a lot of fun to watch. There's been a lot of those guys. Again, no one has really gone out and said, I'm going to be the goal scorer for this team. And if we have 10 players who score 10 goals, we're going to win the damn league. So I'm perfectly fine with that. So it's exciting. It's been exciting so far. And again, New Mexico has been absolutely dominant defensively. This one match, and we've got 1 loss in the season. Half the team was out with a stomach bug. Other than that, we've been terrific.
All right. We're teasing this game. Yeah, against the rival El Paso.
Yep.
My apologies to the friends of the show. If you're going on the website right now and trying to get tickets, is it sold out?
It's not sold out.
Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, guys, there are
some tickets available. Not a ton of them, but there are some tickets still available. It's going to be a nice night. It's also our United in Abilities night, which we're really focused on making sure that it's an accessible space for people with varying abilities. We were working with Rio Grande Down Syndrome Network, Kid Power, a lot of really great organizations to just make sure it's an accessible space. We'll have a sensory tent available for kids in need, and it's going to be great. It's going to be a lot of fun. And again, tickets start at just $19, so we'd love to have you out there.
David, we should all be joining us on the program all day. Hey, we just jumped into it so fast, and we didn't introduce our friend Stephanie Griffin back at the studio. Super producer Steph, what's happening, girl?
Hello, hello. How are you guys this evening?
Hey, look, we're at Safe House Distilling Company downtown. We're fantastic, Griff. More importantly, how are you?
I'm great. It's a Friday.
Good news, you get to hang out with us all day. Bad news, when we get back, Fred Slow's going to join us.
I thought it was a Fredless Friday.
And we're going to talk WrestleMania in DWT's old stomping grounds. We got to pay some bills. We'll be back with Wrestling Talk. You listen to 2 Minutes, 95.9 FM, AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Look at traffic right now. We do have that crash lane continuing northbound on I-25 between Chavez and Central. So watch yourself going through there. Southbound I-25 right now, just south of Paseo. Traffic moving slow there. Those slowdowns will last until Comanche. Also seeing a bit of congestion headed west on I-40 as you approach the interchange.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, serving the community since 1936. World-class, local style. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Shot up good! The madness is here. Catch every high-profile game from the NCAA tournament right here.
The Tigers are on to the Sweet 16. Duke on to the Sweet 16. And Marquette marches on.
On your home for the tournament.
Bounce in. Up top, Garcia for three.
And the NCAA National Championship game.
It's a 28-12 San Diego State lead.
95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
For the ones who work hard to ensure their crew can always go the extra mile, and the ones who get in early so everyone can go home on time, there's Grainger, offering professional-grade supplies backed by product experts so you can quickly and easily find what you need. Plus, you can count on access to a committed team ready to go the extra mile for you. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger. For the ones who get it done.
That's fun.
Are you someone who tries to drive while distracted by your phone? Someone who props it on the steering wheel or peeks down at it for a glance?
After that, I get to
Or
put in
just
electric.
scrolls and scrolls?
After that, I
If so, you could be the next person to get into a photo bender, a ticket, be off the road, or even cause a crash that kills you or someone else. Enough already. Put the phone away or pay. Paid for by NHTSA.
I got Fred.
A great career with benefits starts here as an MDC corrections officer with a $5,000 hiring
20.
or up to $10,000 for a lateral move.
It's a great team. I enjoy the job. I love my coworkers and really enjoy what I do.
Call Metropolitan Detention Center 505-839-89.
10.
Or visit MDCRecruiting.com.
You got Fred?
Yes.
The king of sports talk.
I have not given myself enough credit lately.
The Jim Rome Show
All right, back to you.
is at 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
And the program, City, listen to 2 Men on 95.9 FM, AM 610, the Sports Animal. The boys are at Steakhouse Distilling downtown on Gold in between 6th and 7th. Doors open for the commoner, DWC. Doors open for the plebeians at 5 o'clock. But if the friends of the show come knocking, I'm opening the door for you. And I suppose I'll open the door for co-hosts of 2 Men On, all the way in beautiful and historic Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, at WrestleMania 69. Nice. Co-host of 2 Men On, Fred Slow. Having any fun, my friend?
Hey, boy. How are you doing, buddy?
Hello, everybody. How is the greatest city in the world?
All right, so DWC is there. This is tremendous. DWC, who dodged my calls all week. Sunny. We went to Sunny.
I don't even know what that is.
I don't know. It's next to Max from this TV show, Raining in Philadelphia. It was pretty good.
Yes, of course. Well, I missed one call from you. Let's clarify that. Don't get your feelers hurt, buddy. Anyway, back to the important question. How is the greatest city in the world?
You'll be lucky if I don't get back to town and ring your bell, because they wouldn't let me ring the Liberty Bell. You can't even touch it, boys.
That is correct. It's a American treasure. Much like
Much like the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, who tomorrow night will face off in tag team action alongside Seth Rollins against The Rock and Roman Reigns. The Rock last night, boys, we saw at WWE World as he came out and was just throwing T-shirts to fans everywhere. I couldn't have been more jealous of anything ever. Tonight we're going to SmackDown. Big Hall of Fame induction for Paul Heyman and a bunch of wrestlers that are deceased. So, I mean, it's just going to be the Paul Heyman show. And then 2 nights of back-to-back-to-back, if you count Monday night after tonight, 4 nights in a row of pro wrestling in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. This is a crazy time to be out here. Wrestling fans everywhere. I'm just on top of the moon with joy, and I'm dragging my lady around, and she hates it.
Okay, how I like to judge the pulse of the city, especially when it comes to sporting events, even theater, i.e. WrestleMania, is who has the most merch. As you're traversing the city, Fred, who has the most T-shirts everywhere?
It's Cody Rhodes. It's not even close. It's everyone we met. It's everywhere we go. So aside from the Philly 316 shirts, because those are in galore right now, and you can get them in like Eagles colors, you can get them in like Phillies colors or whatever, right? So those are everywhere, but it is the talk of the town. So for instance, like I blew a contact, so I had to go to like the Walmart Vision, right? There are people in there just like hyped for WrestleMania, like they're ready to go. The townies are ready. So we met while eating Phillies the other day. We met people from Ireland that were super excited about it. They came over for the whole 4-day weekend. I think we've talked about this before on the show, but it's a crazy number, like plus $200 million for the local economy when WrestleMania comes down, and Philadelphia is taking advantage of it.
I love it. So you mentioned that The Rock is going to be there as well. Tell us a little bit about what you're expecting and what you think about the fact that he's going to be battling Seth Rogen.
Well,
it doesn't matter what you think about what The Rock is doing.
You're very aware Seth Rogen is an actor, has nothing to do with Seth Rollins. But yeah, no, he's going to lay us the smackers down, right? So, I mean, that's kind of the thing. So it's Saturday night, main eventing, Roman Reigns and The Rock for Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes. Going to be a banger. Little cross-side interference. Going to set up a win for The Rock, which is his first real wrestling action since 2008. I was also at that. And that was in Dallas. So this is kind of crazy to have like this whole ass like multiple year storyline come back to life. And then at the very end, because the bloodline rules on Sunday, it was for the Rhodes family to get involved whenever Cody Rhodes has to face off against Roman Reigns in a bloodline match. But here's the real point, boys. You guys know the stories aren't what it's about. The athleticism is not what it's about. It's about the fellowship of the fans. And they're going to have, and you've been there, David, in this huge football stadium. They're going to fill it up both nights, and the weather looks to be good. It's been pouring rain nonstop, and it's supposed to clear up this weekend. They're going to fill that thing out 2 nights in a row for back-to-back WrestleMania. The last time I've seen anything this big of a spectacle was last WrestleMania in LA when they did on back-to-back nights. So this one's going to be incredible. It's going to be a lot of fun. And if you're not here with me, be at home on Peacock looking for me. Here's the weird thing, though. They stuck us in the press box. I didn't get to be with my people. The snooty press box. I want to put one finger in the air for Roman Reigns.
Well, that actually led me to my next question. I was going to ask you, like, a sign. Anytime I watch wrestling, there are people with signs that are just completely non sequiturs that make no sense to anything. It's not just like I'm on. It's some sort of inside joke. I was going to see if you had like a nice silhouette of Van in the moonlight or something.
He has one. It says, "Man, not here."
Dan, do you remember that sign you made for the United game that said, David Lisi Carl eats corn on the cob the long way?
Yeah.
So I brought that sign.
I love that. I'm going to tune in now. I'm there for this sign.
You know, fan favorite Cody Rhodes. Everybody's rooting for him. The biggest show in sports, Rock. He's there. But let's be honest. What everyone cares about is the Women's World Championship. As my future fiance Rihanna Ripley, and this match is super interesting because she's going to wrestle a man. Is that right?
the man, Becky Lynch. Yeah, man, that's going to be a fine thing for me to take a restroom break during. I do not
What?
wrestling. You cannot about it. It's not important. It's not good.
Wow.
The only thing that matters is Roman Reigns, and he's headlining both nights, and he's the greatest of all time.
Well, don't let that distract you from the fact that in 1998, The Undertaker threw Mankind off Hell in a Cell and plummeted 16 feet through an announcer's table.
It happened in King of the Ring. It was incredible.
All right, there's always a big surprise. There's always a big surprise guest. What's your prediction?
Oh, yeah.
Who comes out that no one expects, and why is it Jason Kelsey?
All right, so Jason Kelsey, I got asked this today by a Philadelphian fan. By the way, you guys have been, DWC's been to Philadelphia. A lot of the white dudes out here look just like Jason Kelsey. I don't know if he inspired the look, but it's being emulated. But we went to the zoo today, went to the Philadelphia Zoo today, which, by the way, was a banger.
Love the Philly Zoo.
The security guy was like, he's like, who's Jason Kelsey putting through a table? And I'm going to tell it to you guys right now. I think it's Grayson Waller. I think he's going to put Grayson Waller through a table. I think it's going to be incredible. It's going to go really well. You'll have a big debut in MJF. That'll happen this weekend. Maxwell Jacob Freeman, who recently signed with WWE. And then lastly, I expect Sunday night, because it's a bloodline match, that Goldust will return to WWE, the legitimate brother of Cody Rhodes, and you'll have an interference there. So give me Jason Kelsey putting Grayson Waller through a table. Give me MJF making his WWE debut, and the return of Goldust, if not even for one night only, for the continuation of the Bloodline storyline.
Okay, well, I need a little more insight on what's going on with Cody Rhodes. He's in Philadelphia. He wants to finish this story. Is this going to be a Philadelphia story, like a Rocky kind of ending, or is this going to be climb to the top of the mountain and lose in embarrassing fashion like Philadelphia night Jalen Hurts?
Do you remember when Bryce Harper
and DWC took off the head, he's walking out the door. All right, I'm doing the rest of the show by myself, I guess. Fred, go on.
The greatest Philadelphian in the history of Philadelphia is a fictional character, and that's Rocky Balboa. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows that for a fact. But I'm going to tell you this. This is going to be greater out here than when Bryce Harper won the World Series for the Phillies. Like, it's bigger than that. Like, this is as triumphant of a weekend in the history of sports in Philadelphia that you'll ever see. And I think, again, with TKO taking over the ownership of WWE, I think it's the new standard by which other WrestleManias will be judged. Also, expect the announcement that WrestleMania will be in Las Vegas next year.
Vegas, that's closer to home.
I'm into it if you guys are into it.
I didn't want to have to miss this one. I like the party. As a casual, fair weather, kind of 1 foot in water wrestling fan, the WrestleManias are the biggest spectacle in all of sports. It's not called the Super Bowl. It is just chock full of entertainment value. How's the city presenting itself on WrestleMania weekend, Fred?
It's everywhere you go. It was at the airport. It was at the convention center. All aspects of downtown. It's just, the city's painted in it. Like I said, everyone's pumped. We were driving in. We're staying out in just right outside downtown. We were driving in this morning, and we just see like a max exodus of people. Like, people are making room for everyone coming into Philadelphia. Like, you can tell the Airbnbs are through the roof. All the hotels are booked up. This is a gigantic city that's filled up even fuller to the brim with a WrestleMania fan, and it's been kind of an incredible thing to see.
If you're looking for the best cheesesteak in Philadelphia, Fred, I think I told this before, but it's D'Alessandro's. D'Alessandro's, best cheesesteak in Philly. Highly recommended. I was about 25 minutes from where you were the other day, so make your way over there. You won't be disappointed. Nice sesame seed hoagie bowl.
Love everything about it.
Fred, I know you got a busy weekend. There's a lot of events. There's press conferences. There's the merch. There's the history of WWE. There's all kinds of stuff to do on WrestleMania weekend. Are you looking for a playground outside of the school to play some basketball for just a minute or two?
You're breaking up a little bit, but I think what you asked was, could I cross up Joel Embiid? And the answer is yes.
No, okay, close enough. We'll take it. Fred, any last words before we let you go, my friend?
Appreciate you both greatly. See you on Monday.
Go Birds. Have some fun. Be safe and drink a lot of Yuenglings.
No, bring me Yingling. Please bring me Yingling.
Fred Slow in Philadelphia for WrestleMania. If he doesn't get arrested, he's going to have some great stories. If he gets arrested,
Even better story. Yeah, even better story.
stories. When we get back, David Weesey Carl's mandatory NFL headlines. You're listening to Two Men On, 959 FM, AM 610, the sports animal.
This report is sponsored by eBay Motors. Motors is here for the ride with the parts you need at the prices you want. With eBay Guaranteed Fit, they're guaranteed to fix your ride the first time, every time, or your money back. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only, exclusions apply.
Taking a look at traffic right now, we do have that crash cleanup continuing northbound on I-25 between Cesar Chavez and Central. So watch yourself going through there. Southbound I-25 right now, just south of Paseo. Traffic moving slow there. Those slowdowns will last until Comanche. Also seeing a bit of congestion headed west on I-40 as you approach the interchange. For more than 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite weekly stop. Friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Shop local for an extensive selection of gifts for owners and pets. The Pet Supply Superstore. Visit clarkspets.com. This report is sponsored by Clark's Pet Emporium.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Make yourself at home. Shop in-store or online at AmericanHome.com. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
The Isotopes are moving this Saturday to 96.3 News Radio KKOB. Hear every play, every hit, and every out from America's pastime. Left center field, you can tell it goodbye. We will be moving to 96.3 FM or 770 AM for this weekend. Tune into The Sports Animal for NCAA coverage of the Final Four, or hear your Albuquerque Isotopes live from Oklahoma City on 96.3 News Radio KKOB.
Are you someone who tries to drive while distracted by your phone? Someone who props it on the steering wheel or peeks down at it for a glance? Or just scrolls and scrolls? If so, you could be the next person to get into a fender bender, get a ticket, veer off the road, or even cause a crash that kills you or someone else. Enough already. Put the phone away or pay. Paid for by NHTSA.
Getting your biggest tax refund from Jackson Hewitt can lead to some spirited reactions.
Jackson Hewitt!
Jackson Hewitt, so sure they'll get you your biggest refund. You get your money back plus $100.
Jackson Hewitt!
David runs in Mexico United.
Beat what you paid last year.
It would absolutely fall apart.
There's not a chance in the world. The Jackson Hewitt. And guaranteed. Proof of prior year payment required when filing. Clients only participating locations through April 7th. Returns at jacksonhewitt.com.
Whisper in your ear when you wake up in the morning.
Benefits starts here as an MDC corrections officer with a $5,000 hiring incentive or up to $10,000 for a lateral move.
It's a great team. Good job. I love my coworkers and really enjoy what I do.
Call Metropolitan
About 40 seconds.
505-839-8999 or visit mdcrecruiting.com.
When you have sports mixed with your pop culture, along with humor and celebrity interviews, your earbuds are enjoying the Rich Eisen Show.
Kevin Millar, we're all paying rent in Otani's world, right?
And the Dodgers world, game is healthy, game is good. And, I get asked a lot, is that good for baseball? Yeah, it's good for baseball. This is definitely because that should be your next correction, Richie, is this World Series a bust for the Dodgers and Dave Roberts?
Hell yeah. Search for the Rich Eisen Show on YouTube or wherever you listen.
The only part of your morning that
All right, back to you guys.
Opening Drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. Weekday mornings from 7 till 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Welcome back to the program, Duke City. Listen to 2 Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610. The No. That? Oh, thank you. The Sports Animal. We're at Safe House Distilling, Gold Avenue, 6th and 7th Street. I just ordered my first cocktail of the day, gentlemen.
No.
Join us on the program. Owner-operator of Safe House Distilling and Teller Vodka. I mean, just really titan of industry and business here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Chris Ludwig, welcome back to the program, my dude.
Welcome. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for letting us in your house.
Of course.
Despite me.
We love you.
Oh, thank you.
It's a great house. I dig the aesthetics. I dig really what's served more than anything, though. I just had myself a little bit of gin and ginger ale. It was quite good. Quite good.
We try to keep you hydrated.
Yeah, it's easy to do. I'm starting off light and fluffy with the drink of the summer here, and not only Albuquerque, but New Mexico and the Southwest and in the world. Where else is this right now? A Teller vodka hard tea. Ooh, my favorite everyday drink, but especially my favorite golfing drink, Chris.
Well, I did just win right there. You can see it. Best RTD in America.
Look at that. You ever make lemonade? You like an Arnie Polly?
We've done that, like a lemon squeeze in it.
Yeah.
A good one is put it in an ice cube tray and make frozen ice cubes with it.
And then lemonade, ice cubes. Oh, that's
Or now, you just drink it straight. It's just fantastic.
Don't even mess with
With some ice. Oh my
Yes,
goodness.
of your generation.
Or if like you're on the link straight out of the can. Like,
we got foot next week.
Come on out, bring them. It's too late to sign up. No, we have
14 left.
Okay.
Yeah, not a lot left. It's the foundation too.
Am I going to be the course heckler again?
And people in their backswing, if they stop in their backswing, they get an extra stroke added to their score.
Ooh,
I like that.
Okay. I'm in. Sign me up. What's the hat here at Safe House Distilling, my friend?
Well, we got art walk tonight.
Ooh,
right. So we're gonna have a live artist in here again, getting painted.
The person themselves is being painted.
People are painting, and
So art to show up.
I was like, it's a body paint situation, or what's going on here?
The body is painted with touch. Navel down. There's some cotton or cotton hybrids on the body.
Okay.
But artists from all over Albuquerque come here and they draw a subject sitting here right at Safe House Distilling, and it is a sight to be seen.
It's a special event.
Come for the drinks. Stay for the arts. The cotton hybrids. All right. You're holding info from me, dude.
I would never.
You've been saving this till just now. We got breaking news. We got dropped. The biggest profit share bourbon in town is sitting right here. One Van Nunley. DWC, I know you're a fan. You're not the biggest fan.
I'm a gin boy.
But we got 3 new drops coming.
Oh yeah, the whole lineup, the whole family.
Okay, so profit share straight bourbon. That's my standard I go to.
Press club everywhere.
Yeah, one ridiculously large ice cube, a little dash of profit share bourbon. That's all you need in your life. But the family is expanding.
Yeah, we
It's having babies.
got a single barrel release, the cast strength version, and then a very special distillery only hazmat release.
Okay, this is concerning. Usually hazmat means bad, but I know this means good. What is hazmat?
So the proof on the barrel came out above 140 proof.
Okay.
So it's a hazmat material and you can't take it on a plane.
Oh my god.
It's a hazmat release.
You're selling this to a diesel repair company, like engine?
Ice cube. It's great.
Put it over ice. May or may not be blind, but you'll have a great time.
Right. I love that. So what's the different flavor characteristics between the regular profit share bourbon?
So the flavor of the barrel and like all those vanillins and kind of oak come out a lot more on those higher proofs. They've aged a little longer, so they're about 6 months longer in the barrel than the normal one. So they're and they're all single barrel. So one barrel, one tree. So very one-offs.
So if I were to take hazmat on a plane, would I be arrested?
If TSA knows what they're looking for, they're going to take it from you and drink it themselves.
Oh yeah, I need to be a TSA.
If you're not a pinky out fancy boy who loves straight bourbon like me, or a pinky's out fancy gin drinker like DWC here, you got a new cocktail menu here. You got all the choices in the world you want.
Oh yeah, we got a whole new cocktail menu for the spring. It's going to be great. Super refreshing, super delicious.
Now we're talking pretty much everything to choose from here. We got everything from
and we got beer as well.
Beer and wine. Oh, okay.
But we focus on being a distillery, so we focus on our spirits.
Of course. All
right, you've had a week to decompress after the Lobos took a big L in the first round of the NCAA tournament.
I had them in the final.
Are you okay? Are you okay? Is everything back to normal?
I'm okay because I saw Hobo Hank win last week.
Yeah. There we go. Chris, of course, is referring to Hobo Hank, the hero of Duke City Championship Wrestling. He's not the champion right now. That belongs to evil friend Thunder.
But you can't have a comeback story if you don't fall down first.
You need to be an underdog.
I think Hobo Hank needs to stay at the top.
All right. Yeah. Long time. He's the Tom Brady of Duke City Wrestling.
Yeah, top of the dumpster. At top, behind Frontier Restaurant in the alley.
I do love a Frontier burrito.
Last Wednesday in April, it's the 25th. Duke City Championship Wrestling is back at the El Rey Theater for a special Wednesday showing.
Changing the day.
The 25th, you said.
I believe it's the 25th.
All right.
So I'll check the calendar here in a second to confirm, but go to dccwtickets.com. Get your tickets for Duke City Championship Wrestling. I will be there. Chris will be there. DWC.
I have not yet gone. I have not yet gone. So I have planned on going.
On more than one occasion. 24th. Just pull it up.
24th. Apologies.
I actually even bought tickets, and then something comes up every time. So I'm going to try and make it on the 24th.
Okay, I'll tell you what. You buy 2 tickets.
Yep.
You gift them to someone who needs to see Duke City Championship Wrestling.
Yep.
And you walk in with me, brother. I got you.
Oh, I love that. Yep. All right, 24th. What time? It's not tip-off. It's not kickoff. What is it? First bell. 7 o'clock.
Yes.
All
First
right.
bell, 7 o'clock.
Let's do the damn thing.
Some music to open the show. Bars open when the doors open. So come have a cocktail, listen to some music, and get ready to have some fun with some Duke City Championship Wrestling. Have some Telly vodka right at the beautiful and historic El Rey Theater. What else is going on here, Telly, my friend? Winning awards, making new bourbon. What else are we missing?
We also had a tap room at Fusion Theater get approved, so now that's finally approved from the state.
Love that. Is it up and running already?
Yeah,
love that.
That was a show Fusion Theater.
Shout out to
Dennis.
Yeah. Ask Dennis, any event over there.
I want to talk about this American Craft Spirits Association Award. So this is, breweries win awards, distilleries win awards. This is nationwide. What goes into it? How do you get a nationwide award for your RTD here?
I think for that one this year, they said 1,300 entries under different categories and everything. So
this includes any RTD. Like this could be an iced tea. It could be gin and tonic. Could be any other things. And the best one.
Yep.
Right here in Albuquerque. Why aren't we talking about this more?
And then our vodka at Tales of the Cocktails in New Orleans. That won best vodka in the world last year. Bartenders from 45 countries.
From right here in the Duke City. We talk about promoting New Mexico and exporting New Mexico to the world. This is it.
We've won over 70 medals in the last 12 months.
I see a bunch of them hanging right there.
Yeah, that's like half of them.
That's incredible. Oh, yeah, come on down here. Try literally the best RTD in America and the best vodka in the world.
Yeah, I hope your medal rack is in a stud, not just screwed into the sheetrock. That thing looks heavy.
You're about to pull out the entire wall.
Chris Lillard, owner-operator, Safe House Distilling, and Teller Vodka. You want to hang out with us for another one?
Yep.
All right, when we get back, David Weesty Carl's mandatory NFL headlines. You're listening to 2 Men On, 59 FM, AM 610, the sports animal.
This report is sponsored by
Clear.
A Motors.
Thank you.
A Motors is here for the ride with the parts you need at the prices you want. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they're guaranteed to fit your ride the first time, every time, or your money back. Keep your ride
Wife.
eBay Motors. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Yeah, crash cleanup continues. The crash between Cesar Chavez and there. Also westbound on 40 between Second Street and still dealing with that congestion southbound of 25 right now. That's been starting south of the sale. It lasts until Comanche. Westbound on the Montano right now, between Rio Grande and Coors. And seeing a little bit of a slowdown right now westbound on Alameda as you approach Coors.
This report brought to you by Window Depot.
Make the right choice for your house when it comes to windows and doors. The Window Depot provides over 1,000 in-stock windows, interior and exterior doors, plus the largest selection of stock skylights from Solar Industries. Visit thewindowdepot.com to find a location near you. Lowest prices, biggest inventory.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, serving the community since 1936. World class, local style. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Zach Gelb with the CBS Sports Minute, sponsored by NHTSA. Put the phone away or pay. Bronny James is declaring for the 2024 NBA draft, but he will still have the option to return to college. I think Bronny will ultimately come back to college to continue to develop his game, and when he does, I anticipate him transferring to Duquesne to play for LeBron's longtime friend and high school teammate Drew Joyce III, who just got named the head coach of the Duquesne Dukes. I'm Zach Gelb.
Kelsey's girlfriend. Travis Kelce from Patrick Mahomes, the world's biggest singer. Apparently. You can see her live. Are you ready for it? Win tickets to see Travis Kelce's girlfriend and her Eras tour when it returns to the U.S. this fall. It's our Kelce's Girlfriend Flyaway. Brought to you locally by Malloy Nissan, where you can receive a warranty forever at no additional cost. Listen weekdays for the national text keyword on your home for wags and sports. 95.9 the Sports Animal.
If you're living with diabetes and using insulin, you know the pain of pricking your fingers over and over again. By wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you can reduce the pain of pricking your fingers right away. If you're testing your blood sugar 4 or more times per day, injecting insulin 3 or more times per day, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetic Health Hotline about the latest CGM technology. A CGM can immediately reduce pain. It's accurate, easy to use, and helps you make better treatment decisions. And if you have Medicare, you can get a new CGM at little or no out-of-pocket cost. Plus, get free shipping.
Christmassy
for you. Call
I will miss that.
Or no out-of-pocket.
That'll be awesome.
Paid for by U.S. Medical Supply.
Call 800-611-6638. That's 800-611-6638. Again, 800-611-6638. That's 800-611-6638.
Take us with you.
Back to you guys.
At work.
Why does it say paper jam? There is no paper jam.
In the bedroom. Download the KNML app in the Google Play or iTunes App Store. Just search KNML.
Walk hard. Dewey.
I hear it every. I can't not hear it every time the song comes on.
Does it make you feel good? Make all your cares go away.
I think I want. Welcome back to on 95.9 FM AM 610 D Sports Animal. It's a Fredless Friday here on the program. Lucky for me, I got VP DWC and Chris Lewis, owner and operator of Safe House Distilling and Teller Vodka, where we are at in person. I got me. I'm already halfway done with my first Teller tea. These things are insanely smooth.
Teller tea rolls off the tongue.
Dangerously smooth.
They're sweet, but not overly sweet. It's just the right amount of. It feels like a treat, but it doesn't. I've had iced tea. The reason I'm not a big iced tea guy is because I feel like so much of the time it's just like punching in the face with sugar. If I wanted that, I get fruit punch. Oh, that's great. I love that.
Perfect.
It's like less than half the sugar of Twisted Tea.
Love that.
What's Twisted Tea? Never heard of it.
Uncle don't care.
No. Who is her?
No aim, no problem.
Co-host with his mandatory NFL headlines.
All right. First of all, I love A-Marie. Don't you dare speak badly about that angel. But let's get into it.
Go eat some rice, you loser.
I'm going to enjoy big shoes to fill. We're going to start in Jackson County, Missouri, where we all have heard, we all know that on Tuesday, a measure was defeated to use taxpayer dollars to support the Kansas City Chiefs and Kansas City Royals renovations to their stadiums. the Chiefs owner has said, well, there's a chance we may need to leave Kansas City. Well, guess who's coming and knocking? The mayor of Dallas, Texas, saying we want a second NFL team. Your thoughts, gentlemen?
You can't even handle one.
There it is.
Your first team sucks. You want a second one? That is unfair to the rest of the NFL. Yeah, LA has two crappy teams. Now Dallas can't have two crappy teams. That is dumb.
You claim to be America's team. You might not even be the biggest team in your own damn city. Come on, get out of here. It's a ridiculous thing. I'm a big fan of anything that adds to the misery of the Dallas Cowboys. Let's just put that out there. So if they weren't the best team in their own city, that'd be great. They're already not the best team in their own state.
Sure.
I would take it a step further and not be the best team in their own city. I'm okay with it.
Would the Lakers be the Lakers without the Clippers?
Yes. Absolutely. There's no doubt about that.
I mean, good on the people of Missouri, Kansas City. Good for them. The billionaire owner says, we want your money to come to my stadium. I get to reap the benefits. If the city's going to pay for it, the city should own it, or at least own a piece of it. You know, I think this is a subject near and dear to your heart right now. Stadium. Yep, for the New Mexico United. It's not an easy process.
No, it's a long process, and we've learned a lot. We've gotten some things wrong, and we're getting things right. And the most important thing is we're building that stadium privately. So, really proud of that. We're really proud to support this community, not take away from it. And it sounds like Kansas City Chiefs might be able to learn a thing or two from our example. Not
State of New Mexico. Yeah, City of Albuquerque. You could have had your stadium. Now you're not going to do it all by themselves.
It'll be great. It'll be a community stadium anyway. All right. Next one. I interview of Donald De La Haye. Name ring a bell for one of you?
Donald De La Haye. Is that like the name Donald Trump uses when he goes to hotels?
Donald De La Haye, former kicker for the University of Central Florida.
My bad.
Yeah, of course. That one, you know, Donald De La Haye. Well, back in 2015, before NIL existed, Donald was a big YouTube star and started making money on that YouTube stream. Well, the NCAA didn't like that and said, you got to pick. It's either college football or your YouTube stream, and he chose YouTube. It was devastating for him, away from college football, but recently he's been holding camps for kids to learn how to play football in his home state of Hawaii. Well, somebody at UFL noticed him kicking the ball really, really well. He just signed a professional contract at 27 years old after not playing since college.
Does he get to do YouTube?
He's going to still do YouTube. He goes by DEE Stroy. It's 5.81 million subscribers on YouTube. 4.7 million on TikTok. The dude's done really, really well. He uses his money to help kids learn how to play the game in Honolulu, and now he's a pro footballer. Really, really awesome.
Okay, number one, love this story. Good for you. I love the redemption story. Even he did nothing wrong. Right. Rules are stupid.
Yep.
He's probably the last generation of student athlete that couldn't do that.
That's right.
Because everyone does it now, and everyone makes money off of it now. So good for you for standing pat and doing what you actually wanted to do. Also, kids in Hawaii, quit playing sports. Okay, dude, you live in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Just surf and hang out, eat delicious fruits and vegetables.
Wear puka shells.
Wear puka shells. Squeeze the juice in your hair. So only flip flops.
Only
you
flops.
Don't need to give yourself
What about Crocs?
You're in paradise.
Oh, Crocs conversation.
All right, Crocs are allowable, I suppose.
So I was a collegiate athlete. I was asked when the NIL started coming around for the first time. People asked me, "Man, don't you wish this around when you were in college? You were a college athlete," and I said, "No, because I played tennis."
Nobody's going to give tennis players any money.
And the football players, and the basketball players, they got money anyway. They just did it under the table.
For sure.
It happened all the time. Nobody wanted to give me any money. I totally would have taken it.
NIL has existed for decades.
Yep.
If you were good at it.
I was not. I played the wrong sport. All right, another one. Number 3. We are all aware at this point that Stefan Diggs no longer a Buffalo Bill, now a Houston Texan.
Accurate.
But did you know that fallout began in week 1 of last season when the Buffalo Bills had a season opening loss? I don't remember who they lost to. But after the game, big blow up in the locker room between Stephon Diggs and his quarterback, Josh Allen. And from that point on, Tim Graham, Josh Allen intentionally not throwing to Stephon Diggs. Intentionally not wanting him to be in Buffalo. So, interesting thoughts on your best receiver, by far, in Buffalo. On the outside, they have been a long time in the making.
Well, if they knew they wanted to get rid of him, they should have intentionally thrown it to him more to increase his value. So you could get a first round pick instead of a second round pick.
I don't think that's how Josh Allen was thinking.
If you knew he was on his way out, make him run over the middle every time. And make him take one for the team every single play. You're going to get your yards, you're going to get your receptions, you're going to get your touchdowns, and then your team's going to get a better draft package when you get rid of them.
I agree. I mean, it would have been what a good leader of the team would have done. A good leader of the team also would have done what he could to try and keep his number one wide receiver happy, to keep his team viable and increasingly better AFC East. It wasn't smart. They're the best team in the AFC East for the last few years, yes. Without Stephon Diggs, they're not as good. They'll bring in somebody, I'm sure. They'll be fine. But if you're a real leader, you're doing what you can to keep your teammates happy, particularly the ones who have a direct impact on your ability to really win the game.
Sure, you're going to go watch Ice Cube after this.
I am.
Okay. When I was a young, impressive man, taught me you can't turn a hoe into a housewife.
Can you say that?
Josh Allen saw what happened in Minnesota.
There it is. Oh, okay.
I'll give him one shot in Buffalo. He realized he couldn't do what Ice Cube has been preaching for years, and they shipped him to Houston.
Yeah, it's
ego.
It's too much ego, and it's short-sighted. It's short-sighted. I mean, if you're Josh Allen, you got to figure out a way, or you need to work with the powers that be at your franchise to say, okay, this isn't working. Let's come up with a way to make him at least temporarily happy. To your point, Van, so we can get something better in return.
We got
one time. Did you guys hear that Odell Beckham Jr. is going to Miami? Neither did Odell Beckham Jr.
Okay, but Tyreek Hill took to
social media to say, oh yeah, it's a done deal. Which Odell Beckham Jr. responded, what? So breaking news, when the wide receiver is moving, does not know it, but Tyreek does.
Lord bless you. If you think you're going to fix Odell Beckham Jr. the third, like, come on. I mean, just like Stephon Diggs, the writing's on the wall. You got all the data you need over and over and over again. You see exactly what this guy is, and he keeps showing it over and over again. Also, if anyone's going to fix him, it's going to be Mike McDaniel. So, yeah, enjoy Miami.
Well, things went so well for him in New York and so well for him in Kansas City. What could go wrong and head on over to Miami? Should be great for him.
Oh my God! The show at 5 o'clock when we get back. You made it through another week. Congratulations, Chris Lurig, our operator, Safe House and Ceiling. Anything for the friends of the show before we let you go?
Hey, have a great weekend. Enjoy your weekend.
Get on down. Your first one is on Van, Safe House Distilling on Gold between 6th and 7th. When we get back, one of my favorite Isham Dental sound bites of the day. You're listening to Tune In on 95.9 FM, AM 610, the Sports Animal.
You're clear.
Thank you.
I didn't say shit. You're great.
This report is brought to you by Jericho Nursery, your gardening angels.
You'll find more than beautiful plants at Jericho Nursery. You'll find everything you need to help them grow and expert advice to keep them growing. Your gardening angels, Jericho Nursery, 101 Alameda, or JerichoNursery.com. Come grow with us.
Traffic right now, that crash from the ramp from westbound I-40 to northbound I-25 that was in your right lane, that has been cleared. Traffic moving at speed there. Westbound I-40 though, between about 2nd Street and Coors Road, a little bit of a slowdown there. Also, traffic is still moving a bit slow southbound on I-25 as you approach your that's going to last until Comanche. And we are dealing with very little congestion right now, headed west on Montano. Let's start right around Rio Grande.
This report is sponsored by eBay Motors. eBay Motors is here for the ride. What you need at the prices you want. And it's they're guaranteed to fix your ride the first time, every time, or your money back. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Make yourself at home. Shop in-store or online at AmericanHome.com. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Jim Rome with you. The only difference this is on the inside, but I have to shout out to an H-Town firm today. H-Town firm has had a pretty good week. In fact, this H-Town firm has had a pretty good year. We also happen to have a pretty huge job. This H-Town firm happens to run the Houston Texans. And I'm not saying that he's having a huge year because he's a good year. I'm saying he's having a great
Griff, we got the soundbite pulled up.
Yes, I do. I got it already.
Okay. You actually don't. You can hang out if you want. I thought you just had stuff to do. Like, it's 5 o'clock. You got to have a cocktail.
I never have stuff to do.
No.
Let's see, something different for dinner. Searching restaurants near me.
Right here, ma'am. How can we help?
Gee, same old, same old.
Wait, we're right here, ma'am. Our restaurant's just a few blocks from you. Why is she not seeing us?
Back to the usual, I guess.
Ma'am, can you not see us?
Nope, they can't see you because you're buried deep in the list of local restaurants. You are invisible online. Introducing Cumulus Boost. Get a boost, get found, get on the map. Learn more at cumulusboost.com.
Hi, I'm Attorney Kevin.
Yes, if the model doesn't show up, I will do it.
How's that going? What does that mean to you when you're looking for a lawyer?
Is that why you got the clean shave for today? You shaved down south too, all the way?
Companies know which lawyers will put up a fight. You call us. We call them.
Yeah.
They know that.
There is a topless model here tonight who will be being painted by artists.
Without the ones like you, who work tirelessly to keep us running, everything would suddenly stop.
Yeah.
Hospitals, factories, schools.
Beginners are welcome.
They all depend on you. No matter the weather, emergency, or time of day, you're the ones who get it done.
I'm going to draw this
Better for you with professional-grade industrial supplies. Count on real-time product availability and fast delivery. Call clickgranger.com or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. With eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
H240BL Albuquerque is 95.9 FM, AM 610 KNML Albuquerque. The sports animal. Proud to be a Cumulus media station, even if they're not that proud of us.
Now batting for the sports animal, your afternoon drive. Number 2, men on, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle,
Emery Castillo. This is 2 Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
God, I'm do it. I do that. I got to put this on. Let the world know.
Okay, you're hot.
All right, Griff, can you rewind that a little bit? That was a snippet of our dental soundbite of the day. Check out Isham Dental, ishamdentalabq.com, 3900 Eubank Boulevard in Northeast, Suite 5, 505-881-0422. Again, that's ishamdentalabq.com. Dentures, everything you need for your mouth. Scott Isham is the best dentist and the best dude. Every insurance you have now accepting Medicaid. And without further ado, once again, our Isham Dental soundbite of the day.
All
don't really have too many, but I mean, I golf a little bit. I like to go fishing. I like to be on the beach. I can do a little bit of rapping.
I can't handle it.
Do it. I do though. I got a couple songs. I don't really know. Letting the world know about
Okay, that was Jacksonville Jaguars, the quarterback, former QB1 New England Patriots, Matt Jones, talking about his hobbies in the offseason. He likes to fish, likes to camp, and bomb dropped on the world. Mac Jones is a rapper.
What Mac Jones' actual first name is? It's Michael. He's Mike Jones. When they asked for years, who is Mike Jones? Back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They all know me. Who? Mac Jones.
This is hilarious.
I mean, look at the guy. I mean, this guy is the human iteration of warm bread. Like he there's nothing spicy about this man. There's nothing interesting about this man. He's a fine quarterback. He's fine. He's exactly fine. He's not terrible and he's not great. He's fine.
I love the fact that he's a rapper, maybe aspiring, maybe not, but he raps and he has multiple songs that he keeps hidden.
I would love to hear them.
And he had to keep it hidden in New England because of the innate racism in Boston. And now he's in Jacksonville, Florida. Hey guys, I'm a rapper now.
Do you think he has a Daily Zappy diss track?
You know he does, dude. You know he's ghost written by Pusha T.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, that's it's the most surprising thing I've heard in a long time. Sure. But I gotta hear it. I have to hear it. Just give me 30 seconds of just give me a piece of one of those songs, please.
Do you think that now that Justin Fields is at Chicago, he's comfortable saying that he's a magician's apprentice?
A country singer. He's just big into boots and now he's okay talking about it.
Oh, I love Cootie. Dude, Mac Jones being a rapper. This is the greatest news of the offseason. Forget all the quarterback shuffle. Forget all the free agent acquisitions. Forget all the stupid, avoidable crimes NFL players are committing. The widest dude in the NFL being a rapper is hilarious.
I remember last season when he really collapsed down the stretch, right? He got into that altercation with Bill O'Brien on the sideline, and you remember, he's still there on the sideline, he's got his head down, you can tell he realizes, I blew my shot. This was my chance, and I felt really bad for him. Now I don't. He's got a rap. He does a backup. He's got something to fall back on. I'm sure he's going to be incredibly successful because he's the Mike Jones that was promised.
You think the black delegation is going to
recruit the black delegation select Matt Jones?
The black delegation selects Matt Jones off the free agency fire.
Well, you know what? He can do really well at the back of Trevor Lawrence because Trevor Lawrence is an overrated quarterback anyway. So he's going to get his shot probably at some point. Also, Trevor Lawrence may be the only quarterback whiter than Mac Jones. So there's some wonder bread in that quarterback room in Jacksonville.
Well, I think going into the season, Trevor Lawrence is obviously QB1 on the field.
Sure.
And he's obviously QB1 for whiteness now.
In the NFL.
Now for sure.
Sure.
Now that Mac Jones is a rapper, but Trevor Lawrence, like that crown ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, and I wonder if the reason he got shipped out of New England is because just Bill Belichick just couldn't possibly tolerate something like that. He found out, and Bill Belichick said, that's the end. Bill Belichick, he was done. Bill Belichick decided Mac Jones was done. He didn't want any part of it anymore. This is not the New England Patriots I grew up with.
When I saw film of Mac Jones, I knew he was going to be the New England Patriots quarterback. He took his shirt off, and he was even frumpier than a young Tom Brady, smoking cigars, and looked about as Anglo-Saxon as one person could be. And then I heard that Mac was a rapper, and then I had to tell Robert Kraft, of course, that he's out of here. He's out of here. Ship him to Jacksonville.
It's well done. It was well done. Thanks. It's so funny. And he had the caucasity. to do this. To do this. Of all places in Boston, which is notoriously well known for being accepting of all people and all cultures.
No, naturally.
Yeah. Say about
Yeah. Didn't throw batteries. What's the first single? Mayonnaise and Crocs.
White boy. He's a white boy, but his neck is red. He puts Miracle Whip on his one thread.
Today's I-9 varsity is the I-9 varsity of whitest thing ever.
Whitest things ever. You're just doing that because I'm here, or?
No, in honor of Mac Jones being a rapper. This is the whitest things ever, a.k.a. things that Mac Jones raps about.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Next segment, sponsored by I-9 Sports, of course. This isn't the weirdest story of the day. It's the weirdest story of the day.
Yeah, no, it's the weirdest story of the year. Again, just when you think of the definition of switcheroo,
sure,
you look that up, and I think that's it. You can go in the dictionary, switcheroo under S, then W. Sure, it's a picture of Mac Jones.
He looks like a disgraced singer.
Would you feel better if he came out to saying he was some underground poet?
That would have made more sense. Oh my God! He's Banksy the whole time.
I would.
Oh, that's so good.
It's good. I like it a lot.
All right, I'll tell you what. Let's break early so we can have an extra long I-9 varsity. The I-9 varsity of widest things ever, a.k.a. what is Mac Jones rapping about? When we get back, more sports and sports-adjacent content. Van Nunley, VP DWC. Listen to 2 Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Bros, save big when you buy in bulk at Lowe's. Save 10% when you buy 68 or more select.
I almost feel like if I participate in this, people might really think that I'm against white.
Plus, discount taken at time of purchase. See sales associate for details.
Now, things aren't looking too bad here in the Metro at all. We do have a little bit of a slowdown in the restaurant on 40. That's going to start around southbound on I-25. Things moving a bit slow as you approach Montgomery. And westbound on Montana, approaching First. Traffic is going in.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, serving the community since 1936. World class, local style. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
The madness is here. Catch every high-profile game from the NCAA tournament right here.
The Tigers are on to the Sweet 16.
Yeah, home against El Paso. I'm on the
On your home.
Up top, Garcia.
I-9 varsity. 95.9 FM. 610. Sports.
Is here for the market. We're 120,000 miles of Mac drives, daily commutes, and who knows how many.
11-year-old.
Through countless fixes, elbow grease, and a new radio, you kept your ride alive. eBay Motors have over 122 million parts to keep it running, and with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices,
It's not great.
we're free, not cash.
It's not great.
Keep your ride or die alive.
But
eBay
we need to borrow one.
Well, you were there when he told me. He was like, it wasn't.
Introducing the new Swiffer Power Map.
Can I get a little C, D? I don't know the alphabet. That sounds pretty good, actually. I think you're about a -2 on this.
To get deep into grind. Don't mop harder, mop smarter.
Swiffer Power Mop. Swiffer Power Mop.
Is reviewing life insurance on your to-do list? Now's the perfect time to add it. A friend recently told me that securing life insurance sooner rather than later can help you lock in lower rates for years to come. So I bumped this up on my
Another double down on your nicotine. Down one back to back. I think I might switch to these. I'm thinking about it.
I'm 40 and got a $500,000 policy for $16
It's
a
the
month.
first thing that ever got me to big quit.
Was only $18.
I've little quit a bunch.
Same day
I do the
There was no medical exam.
256 days, 7 hours and 50 minutes.
Knowing I have this checked off
Love
my
that.
list feels amazing. But
Forever.
knowing my family is protected feels even better.
Call Select Quote at 1-800-329-1010. That's 1-800-329-1010. Or go to selectquote.com to get your free quote today.
It's the beat. I thought somebody was like trying to escape one of these barrels.
Detailed example rate at selectquote.com.
The Duke City.
Back to you guys. Hell yeah.
Yes.
That's a yes.
This is 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
All right. Congratulations, friend of the show. Hey, you made it through another week. If you're listening in the future on Spotify or Stitcher or SoundCloud or Apple or Facebook Live or YouTube Live, whatever you're listening, thank you. Thank you very much for being a friend of the show. You're listening to Tune On 95.9 FM AM 610, The Sports Animal. Got some strongly worded emails on this segment. VP DBC, your New Mexico United, joining us. Hey. Special guest sitting in, aggressively Anglo. So you're an expert in this topic. I've heard. The Papers, Andy Lyman.
2 days in a row.
Whew.
2 days in a row that you've been.
Well, way more than that. Okay. Today's I-9 varsity is the I-9 varsity of whitest things ever. This is honor of Mac Jones telling us he's a rapper and always has been, and he's scared to tell everyone because he was in Boston.
Why would he be in Boston? Is there like a history of racial inequity there? Them just not liking people.
I don't know if you're familiar with the religion of Islam, but Boston is the mecca of racism.
Isn't that where House of Pain is from?
Correct.
Boston?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know if are they rappers?
That's a good question. It's like kind of like a funky house screaming at you.
Is that sure? Yeah, that's uniquely Irish.
Yeah, that's right.
You got kiddos looking for something to do? I9 Sports is where you go. i9sports.com/league office 280. League office 280 at i9sports.com. Phone number 505-312-4999. Keep your kiddos safe. Teach them a sport and have a blast doing it. They have been an OG friend of the show, and we love them so much. Without further ado, the I-9 varsity of whitest things ever. DWC, you want to lead off?
Yeah, I'll start off with moleskin notebooks. White people love moleskin notebooks. They want to seem creative and artsy. They could just get something from, the dollar store.
You don't even have to write in it. You just have to
carry it around. Sometimes has 2 words that they think is quippy on it, Yeah, white people love moleskin notebooks.
Andy Lyman,
I might get some heat for this, but I have to say cornhole.
Oh, okay.
As somebody who lived in West Virginia, they love cornhole.
Specifically cornhole at a tailgate.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man. I feel even more aggressively Anglo. Now, I've never considered that as a uniquely white activity.
I've only seen white people playing.
Yeah, but oh my God,
I'm sure it's not that exclusive, but same. That's all I ever see.
I feel like a pre-color barrier athlete right now because I have medaled at multiple cornhole tournaments.
It makes it even more like when you see it on the Ocho or ESPN2 or whatever. They have a cornhole championship.
I don't think I've ever seen a person of color. We know Duke Cornhole, OG friend of the show here in Albuquerque, and there is a hodgepodge there. I'm glad to hear there's a type. Yeah. Griffin, you rocking with us today?
I'm trying, and
okay.
I felt like maybe I shouldn't participate because I don't want people to think that I'm racist or anything.
You can't be racist against white people. It has to be systemic.
But
it's all good.
Thank you for that.
Okay.
It's just culturally insensitive. It's not racist.
I think a white person would probably rap about maybe like the stock exchange.
Okay. All right. Their portfolio. That is a very white thing to rap about. Their portfolio.
Portfolio is my favorite white rapper.
First on my I-9 variety of whitest things ever, aka stuff Mac Jones will rap about. Raisin and potato salad.
No, get it.
Raisins and potato salad. Raisins coleslaw.
Nope.
What are you doing, white people? Nope. Even me, like, I'm see-through. You can see every vein in my existence.
I think that might be the most offensive thing we've said so far.
Nobody likes that.
Yeah.
Not even, how white do you have to be to want raisins in your potato salad? I'm very
Anything really awful.
in case you didn't know that about me.
Plain. If you're hiking, another aggressively Anglo activity. First of my varsity, raisins and potato salad.
I like that.
Second,
All right, we're on the sports adjacent show, so I'm going to go ahead with my number 2 on my I-9 varsity, and that is assists.
I love assists. It's not about the goal. It's not about the bucket. It's the assist. They want to be a team player. They want to
talk about how they're a team player. No, I don't score. I'm just here to be the assist guy and support the star.
It's a good one.
that is
a good one.
very, very good one.
Let's see. I'd have to go with the famous beer that you can tell when it's cold, Coors Light. Colorado Cooler, as I like to call it. I think that's a pretty white thing.
The Mountain Stern
Yeah.
The Mountain Stern Boat.
That's a good one. That's an aggressively Anglo drink. I think any American light domestic is pretty interchangeable now.
Yeah.
But I think Coors Light's probably the champ. That's the lightest one.
It is. It really is sort of water, right? I mean,
you could drink 30 of them.
Well, maybe Michelob Ultra. Maybe that's another one.
Yeah, those. That one's like it's not even a beer.
I'll go with Coors Light though.
Griffin?
Is it me? Okay, I have the tie for my 2. I'm just going to go with this one. They're not getting the $45 Stanley Cup from Starbucks or Target, wherever they melt down over the Stanley.
Okay. Yeah, not getting a Stanley Cup mini drop release.
Yeah.
Okay.
Target's pretty white too.
Target is for people who are willing to pay the extra 10% to not go to work. 100%. And get knockoff votes. Next of the widest things ever, aka stuff Mac Jones is going to rap about. He's going to have a whole song dedicated to a prairie home companion. If you know a super white guy, he loves prairie home companion.
I haven't thought about prairie.
He will wax ad nauseum about Garrison Kaylor and all the antics of the prairie home companion crew.
It's been a minute I thought about prairie home companion.
Is it Lake Wobegon? Is that
Lake Wobegon?
Yeah.
I think of that.
Prairie home companion.
I used to love prairie home companion. So
yeah. I mean, I would listen to like pertinent podcasts, pertinent radio shows for Prairie Home Companion every once in a while, but then I would immediately have to listen to Nipsey Hussle afterwards to kind of balance it out.
Yeah.
It's a yin and yang, if you will.
That's what Nipsey Hussle's always tried to be, the anti-prairie home. He said that.
Yeah, in multiple raps.
That's right.
All right, round 3.
Round 3 on my I-9 diversity of white people stuff. White people love religions that parents don't believe.
Okay.
They'll tell you that they are spiritual, but not religious, which basically means they'll fall into any religion that doesn't involve Jesus. So people love to tell you that they are spiritual and they hate any religion that their parents belong to.
Strong. Very strong. Andy, round 3.
Controversy. Back to pulmonary. Specific type of this.
Okay.
Steel cut oatmeal.
I love steel cut oatmeal.
You're coming for me.
Okay.
No, the steel cut. It's better.
It's better. I do my go-to breakfast in the morning. I have time to have steel cut oats, peanut butter, and cranberries. It's so white.
Time for something.
Yeah.
So
Shouldn't take that.
No, it's pretty simple.
But it's in that. It's just the whitest dish.
Oh yeah, there you go.
It's white. Quino in there.
Griff.
Three, what?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All the mentioned things we just talked about.
Yes.
The other day, new Whole Foods opened right across the street from, Whole Foods. As I'm driving into work, I drive down Colorado because we're at the team. And man, they love opening in Albuquerque. Oh, yeah. Because it's a big parking lot.
Sure.
You could not find a spot. And I was like, what are all these people doing? It's a grocery store. Why are they going there? And then I turned in.
Yeah.
I went. They were giving away stocking bites, guys.
That was fantastic, Griffin. I don't mind telling you, you stole my cleanup hitter.
So well done, Griffin.
In the spirit of super white organization places, and it's in the name, boys. Cracker Barrel. Come on. Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, that place is a lot of caucasity.
What about restaurants? In rocking chair.
Yeah, you can play that game.
Yes.
I love that.
Ignoramus, I think it's
Ignoramus.
There's a lot of content to be drawn from at a Cracker Barrel. Matt Jones can have a whole act on Cracker Barrel.
It's true. Anyway, I'm a big fan of the Montana.
I like the, is it the brown casserole?
Yeah.
In there. That's
it. Ain't little. It's half the damn place.
That's a whole nother story. All right, our cleanup hitters.
A lot of people people love telling you that sports talking ironic isn't actually ironic.
Oh,
and there's an irony.
Oh,
yeah, it's infuriating.
Oh, it's Inception irony right there.
Absolutely,
it's irony inside of irony.
My goal is to annoy every listener, and I think I've done it.
You said there was something to name, and I'm gonna refer to him.
Whoa! Okay.
This one, friend of the show who's on here in person now, he slyly pointed at me, smirked, and then pointed at my right claw that I don't mind telling you. Won by getting second place in a cornhole. Okay, I think I just stole the white crown from Matt Jones. Wow.
Did you watch Game of Thrones?
Oh, of course.
You're the Night King. You are so white. You're the big all the whites. That's you.
My goodness. Griffin, what you got next?
The last one I have is electric car charging stations.
Okay. All right. That's strong. That is very, very strong work right there. All right. Since Griffin stole my cleanup hitter and ripped Whole Foods from my cold, dead hands, I might have to level up one. This might be the whitest thing ever. White New Balance with white tube socks and shorts. If there's ever, friend of the show, 505-246-0610, if you can provide me a picture, an undoctored, unaltered, not real picture, not AI, not ChatGPT picture of a person of color wearing white New Balance with white tube socks, I'll give you 2 tickets to the next New Mexico United match. There you go. I'm providing. Because the tickets aren't going anywhere. Because you can't find one.
Also comes with a riding lawnmower.
It doesn't exist whatsoever.
Shout out to the kitchen gadgets.
Oh my
God! Like those stand-up mixers. Yeah. No person of color has ever owned that.
Pampered Chef.
Yep, there it is.
Yes. I own a zucchini spiraler.
There you are. There you are. For
Doodles.
Rice sifter.
Oh my goodness. Oh, this one hurt the core. I really felt seen here.
Man. You know, the first step to admitting you have a problem is I messed that up. First, we're white. You get it. Right. Yep.
Honorable mention: picking your own apples.
Oh yeah. I've done that.
Traveling to go pick your own apples. Exactly.
Yeah, it's like some sort of cultural experience when you go 10 miles out of town.
Exactly. Yeah. And pay a lot of money per bag. Yep. Shout out to the pumpkin patch. Griffin, will you email my therapist and say I don't need to see him next week?
Yes.
Okay.
Shout out to
Oh, another night in my back.
I also think another one is in your array of salts for your alcoholic beverages.
Sure.
Salt.
Sure.
Not just one flavor, but salt. It has to be different flavors.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep going with this. One thing I wanted to say that is very white is making you feel bad about not going outside.
Yeah.
Only white people do that.
Your bones won't get hardened with the vitamin D from the sun.
That's
right. Everyone knows that. When we get back to the Isotopes, Josh Sushan, and the last segment of our program. Special shout out to Isotopes. That was a fun one. We'd have to clip that one. Send it sideways. When we get back, Isotopes Talk. You listen to Two Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Response clear. Robert Half. Robert Half research indicates 9 out of 10 hiring managers are having difficulty hiring. Robert Half is here to help. They're recruiting professionals using AI to connect businesses with highly skilled talent.
Matt Jones.
Right now, some reporter was asking about Tom, especially for Friday afternoon. Having said that, we are seeing some stuff on I-40.
He's like, I never felt comfortable saying that until I left Boston. Imagine being the reporter who asked that softball question and getting back response.
I still think my favorite. If you see an accident, call the traffic driver hotline at 767.
How you doing?
Women's and they're like, are you supposed to see?
Oh, she's like, well, I'm not going to be here.
UConn is a freight train rolling towards its second national title, and they are 11.5 point favorites against
We met. How are you? I'm on my way over to the facility here in a little bit. See what I say about this? The trash can is that.
Gambling is more than slot machines and table games. Today, it also includes betting on sports, casinos, sports books, online wagering, at game day gatherings, and on the golf course. Sports books. Set a limit for how much you'll bet and stick to it. If you're wagering too much, family members Responsible Gaming Association.
I will either leave
Problem gambling. Call the help or visit rgam.org.
Financial Group is not an offer.
Are you a victim of the toxic trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group's original toxic cancellation program. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. We've helped over 30,000 families out of financial hardship by getting them. Good. If your timeshare agreement goes on forever, if you were told timeshares are a great investment, or your ticket fees will never go up, you have
to crack down on tailgating anywhere outside of that.
Pretty much any of the ones I've never heard of there being an option.
Yeah, I usually park
absolutely
University and like the community over there.
Yeah.
There's people that do like a small tailgate.
I don't think they're care as long as you're not being nice. Yeah, you pay. Yeah, that means it's a tailgate lot.
A lot of fancy new black.
Kelsey's girl. Travis Kelsey.
My kids also still paying for AYS United.
Win tickets to see Travis Kelsey's girlfriend in her nearest tour. For the U.S. this fall.
I don't want to settle tailgate. I can't go by the time to get
Ladies,
that's going to be a national text key. That's a big crowd.
Back to you guys.
I can't control what some of these people say. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Welcome back to the program. One more segment before we hand it over to Isotopes Baseball. You listen to Two Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, the Sports Animal. The boys are rocking downtown Safe House Distilling Stone Gold in between 6th and 7th Street. Come down here. It's Art Walk downtown. There's a special event here at Telerock tonight. Do you like to paint?
Yes.
Do you like the good-looking ladies?
I do.
Do you like this cocktails?
I like all of those things.
Boy, do I have the plate for you.
Tell me more.
I don't need to tell you anymore. It's enough. Like, that should be enough. VP, DWC, WC Carl, New Mexico United. Thanks for joining me all day today. You're fantastic.
It's been a lot of fun. It's like hanging out with you, Van. It's get better when Fred's not here.
Oh, well, naturally.
Yeah.
That's what everyone says. We got a lot of strongly worded emails about that exact topic.
Mm-hmm.
Andy live at the paper. Thanks for joining. Enjoying my not Manhattan, old fashioned. Ooh, with the profit share bourbon.
Did you get the one that is illegal to bring on an airplane?
See, that one's not released until 13th. Profit Share Bourbon Family Release Party right here at Safe House Distilling downtown Albuquerque. Saturday, April 15th, 12 to 5. Of course, you know the delicious original OG Profit Share Bourbon. But now we got the Profit Share Single Barrel, Profit Share Cap Drink, and the Profit Share Hazmat, which, as we learned from owner-operator of Safe House Distilling, Chris Wood, is illegal to travel with.
Hey, you can't take it on. It's literally hazardous material. Hazmat. Can't bring it on.
Last segment, we had the I-9 varsity of the widest things ever in honor of Jaguars backup quarterback Mac Jones coming out today. And he was a rapper. Joining us on the program, voice of the Isotopes, Josh Sushan. Josh, we'll just do one extra I-9 varsity for you of the widest things ever, a.k.a. stuff that Mac Jones will rap about. What do you have on the I-9 varsity, Sush?
The movie Footloose.
That is so strong. So in high school,
in the movie was extremely white.
Yep.
And their dances were also extremely white as well. And the whole point was about white people who were not allowed to dance, and then they had the go test so they could be allowed to dance in a barn. It was the whitest of white movies ever.
That movie, while it was, a culturally iconic movie at the time, if you watch it now, doesn't really hold up, especially the dancing. I kind of agree with the townspeople now. You don't like dancing?
He's right. Those kids were just shut up and fall.
Am I wrong? Did they remake it? Isn't there a new Footloose, or were they going to remake it?
There's a new Roadhouse, super close.
Oh, yeah. That's the same movie. Sushan got off the schneid last night. What were the keys to that dub?
The key to the dub was that the Isotope catcher ran faster than he has ever run in his life.
Okay.
Literally, from home to first, to stay out of a double play, that brought in the go-ahead run. The bullpen was awesome. Literally, they won the game because Hunter Goodman ran faster from home to first than he ever had his entire life. He got home to first in 4.47 seconds.
Now, hold on. Don't run that fast. That's like a defensive lineman grabbing the ball and running for a touchdown. Woo! Love it so much. The Steelers open over last night with a W. They're going to play again tonight. 6:15 first pitch right here. 95.9 FM, AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Preacher's on the bump.
Okay,
Preacher on the bump tonight. Tyson Michael Block. He had a great first game.
2.45 ERA all year. Early doors. What do you expect from Tyson Michael Block tonight?
So, you're right. He's a preacher. He's just a wonderful human. He is the consummate I'm going to throw strike, and I'm going to trust my defense, and let's see if you can hit me, right? Let's see if you can put it in play. And Ty has a fabulous history of pitching really well against the Dodgers. The Major League Dodgers, the AAA Dodgers, you name it. If there's a Dodger team, Ty Block has carved them up and run his career. We'll see if he can do it again tonight.
Well, it's funny you mentioned Dodger team, because this team is no longer named Dodgers. Can you talk a little bit about the team from Oklahoma City?
Yeah, so they are still affiliated with the Dodgers. Their primary color is still Dodger blue, but they are not referring to themselves as the Oklahoma City Dodgers anymore. They're referring to themselves as the Oklahoma City Baseball Club. And next year they'll refer to themselves as something new yet again. They have gone from the 89ers to the Red Sox to the Dodgers to the baseball club to something else next year, all since 1997.
Because I think what we all did was we looked at what the Washington football team did with their rebranding, and we thought, let's emulate that. Sure. It went really well.
I was thinking more of Oakland A's to throw back to yesterday. But you can't say Oakland anymore.
Just A's. Yeah. You saw the paper that don't sell anything that says Oakland on it. Don't refer to the city that, I don't know, you called home for the last several decades.
This is a soft spot to bury a native and A's fan, Josh Suka. Sush, did you see the letter that a Oakland A's employee dropped before the game that says you can't refer to the team as Oakland, and if people want to buy Oakland merch, direct them to the Athletics memorabilia?
Yeah, I'm definitely aware of all of it. We grew up at the Coliseum, all the different events, all the different sports that have all gone. Yes, outside of my house, I spend more time at the Oakland Coliseum, the Coliseum Arena, than anywhere else in my entire life. I'm very aware of everything that is happening.
Sush, we talked about that DWC mentioned earlier, the new names. Yesterday we talked about what are you going to call these guys? You're going to call them the baseball clubbers? You're going to call them ex-Dodgers? You're going to call them previous Dodgers? Like, what did you settle on during the last couple of days?
I'm mostly just calling them OKC or OK City, especially Oklahoma City or Dodgers affiliate, something like that. But I'm mostly just calling them OKC because it just sounds incredibly awkward to say baseball club. It just doesn't roll off the tongue, and I feel like even if that's their proper name, most people don't have the foggiest idea what I'm talking about if I just refer to them as baseball club. And when I asked the play-by-play announcer for Oklahoma City Baseball Club what he calls the Oklahoma City Baseball Club, he said the same thing. He's saying OKC, OK City, Oklahoma City.
Baseball club sounds like something you do in elementary school to trade cards. Like, we're going to create the baseball club.
Oh, yeah, after 6 p.m. Baseball club. Well, it's just weird that in a really baseball, you allowed certain creativity, right? Cool things like the Space Cowboys, like the Trash Bandits. A team wouldn't choose to do something more innovative and exciting. Although, counterpoint, I'm going to speak out of both sides of my mouth here, we are here on radio talking about it.
Yeah.
And maybe that's what they all want.
Congratulations, OCBC.
To be fair, next year they're going to come up with one of those types of names that has a lot to do with the local industry because here's the thing. The Los Angeles Dodgers bought the team here in Oklahoma City, and the Dodgers wanted the name to be the Dodgers. Then the Dodgers sold it to somebody else, and somebody else wanted to have a unique name for all the reasons that you mentioned. But they basically ran out of time this offseason, and so they wanted to start with, we're just really going to lean into, we are Oklahoma City, we are OKC. I just really dig the logo. The OK is in white, the C is in blue, and then the middle of the O is the outline of the city of Oklahoma. So I actually really dig the OKC that they did. So they're really just trying to tap into regional pride. Whoever these players are that might come and go, whatever the nickname is, this is Oklahoma City's team. And so I respect that. At the same time, it's a mouthful to say Oklahoma City Baseball Club.
I feel like OKC is something I said to my wife when I get home too late. Okay, see what happened. Okay, see you tomorrow, I guess. I'll sleep on the couch. Sush, everybody knows that when the Isotopes in town, the Grand Credit Union Field at Isotopes Park is the place to be. It's Friday night in Oklahoma City. Are you going to have a sellout crowd there rooting for the bad guys? Or is all those other dorks from Oklahoma going to do another whitest thing ever and go cow tipping?
That is a very classic Van Dudley loaded question.
Thank you.
They are slowly matriculating their way into Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark right now. There are a couple of sections that do not have a single person seated just yet, although we're still a good half hour away from first pitch, so we'll give them the benefit of the doubt. They've had some pretty small crowds the first 3 nights. To be fair, it has not been warm the last few nights, and it's early in the season, school still in session, all that kind of stuff. I'm hoping they have some good crowds the next 3 games because it's definitely warmed up a whole lot better today, and there just wasn't a lot of energy in the ballpark the last couple of nights. It's one of those, you're taught as a broadcaster, let it breathe, get your breath, let the audience catch their breath listening to you. But then I let it breathe, and you don't get a whole lot of fun, buzz, energy in the ballpark. They did a whole lot of Ric Flair wooing. Shout out to them for that. Last 2 nights though, they were kind of lacking the energy, so they need to step it up.
Why would they woo? Is Josh Reddick in town?
No, because it's just fun. Like a good woo.
It's like the everybody hits woohoo. You remember that? All right, so over under 2 platinum records for Mac Jones.
Okay, great question.
I'm definitely taking the under.
That's fair.
Is it even possible with a lot of everything that we have these days? Is it even possible to sell enough records for something that can roll platinum or
Yeah, is that stat adjusted for Spotify?
It is. It's easier to quantify for singles, but album it's easier to quantify for actual sales.
And to that point, I feel like people would download it just because, right? Wouldn't that up his numbers?
Oh, dude, deep dive on the program if there's any leaks ever. For sure.
Hey, Josh, I have a question, and maybe you're not allowed to give us details, but
Ooh.
I was going through the next week's schedule. What is going on next Friday? What are we becoming we're becoming another team, right?
Oh,
look at Steph doing a deep dive.
Boom.
Trying to get me giveaway.
Boom.
I know. I'm like, this is my time to pick his brain.
So we have a lot of alternate identities, right? We are the green chili cheeseburgers once a year. We are the Dukes on Retro Night once a year.
Yep.
We are the Mariachis once a month, 6 total times a year. And because the Isotopes and a few other teams have been successful at this type of branding for the night, there's a lot of businesses around the country that have thought, oh, hey, maybe we should do the same thing. And so there's a company, I don't know if I'm allowed to actually say it.
Yeah.
But it's a company that has decided that they want to brand themselves for every single team in the country. And I guess our turn is Friday.
Okay.
We're going to undergo this new brand.
Yeah, it looks so much fun. So
My second favorite MILB team is the La Familia once a year, I think. Tacoma Rainiers.
Ooh, La Familias.
Yeah.
Okay.
Malmo Oat Milkers.
Okay.
I just love whenever they do the alter ego type thing.
I'm a big fan of the Mariachis. Oh, for sure. It's such a strong brand. Chili cheeseburgers are fantastic too. The Dukes, all the regular Isotopes kits. Oh yeah, they're all fantastic. The merch game in Albuquerque is so strong. It's absolutely incredible. Sushan, I am behind the parent club because I'm so focused on my struggling Astros and my struggling fantasy baseball team, which we won't mention on the program right now. How are the Men in Purple doing so far this season?
Well, you guys were on the air, and so you missed a 9th inning today in Denver that was very reminiscent of a 9th inning in Albuquerque. The Rockies took a 4-run lead into the top of the ninth on their home opener.
Oh, that's good.
See the Tampa Bay Rays scored 5 in the 9th inning in order to take the lead, only to see the Rockies come up in the bottom of the 9th inning and former Isotope, former Green Chili Cheeseburger, former Mariachi, Ryan McMahon,
Ooh, stud.
Grand Slam to win it and send home everyone from Coors Field happy.
Ryan McMahon's dude. That sounds like a roller coaster of a game. My roller coaster of an inning.
You know how on each end they have the win probability that you can get pitch to pitch? Sure. I would love to look at that graph. Up, down, up. That'd be fun.
That has got to be wild. So who's on pregame tonight?
So pregame is a young man by the name of John Curtis. Today is his birthday, and whenever I can remember, I think it's always fun to interview somebody else's birthday and ask them about, just like favorite birthday presents that they've had, maybe a favorite moment on the field on a birthday, and different things like that. But also on the last week when all the players arrived in town, John's one of the music. He's never had a mariachi or green chili cheeseburger just yet, but he's now on Isotope. And our great marketing staff, social media staff, they had like these my first day at school except my first day with the Isotopes. And they had players. And one of them was, if I didn't play baseball, this is what I would be. And John Curtis wrote, a writer. And I went, oh, I like writers. I like reading writers. So we talked about what type of writer he would be, and we talked about favorite birthdays, and we talked about him pitching in the World Series. Some interviews, it's like a four-seam fastball. It's very straightforward. And then other interviews, it's like a knuckleball. Today's interview was a knuckleball. We danced all over the place.
Love that. For the kids,
not talking about football.
Oh, okay, smart. This show for the kids out there listening, for the parents of kiddos out there listening, we tell them about the Jackie Robinson Celebration Project.
Oh, thank you so much for reminding me to remind everyone. Yes, so this is the second straight year that we've done this, and I'm super proud of what we've done because I feel like, us baseball fans, us history buffs, we know what Jackie Robinson did. We know why he's so important, but we want to make sure that all the kids nowadays still understand what he did on the field, off the field, why he matters, why we celebrate his day. And so what we're saying is that anyone, kindergarten through 12th grade, you write an essay about Jackie Robinson or you create a piece of artwork about Jackie Robinson. You bring it to Isotopes Park and you'll get 4 free tickets for the Jackie Robinson game, which will be on April 14th. That's Sunday. It's a week from the Sunday. So again, kindergarten through 12th grade. You write an essay about Jackie Robinson, you create artwork, you bring it to the administrative office, you get 4 free tickets to the game.
Important question, is there an age limit? Because I want to participate.
He did say there was an age limit.
Is there an age limit for me and Andy?
50-50 on whether or not you graduated high school. So night classes,
Nice. I mean, I'm saying I might just fudge the age on my submission,
It's like one of those things we were in high school where it was a step or one how you wrote it. They can do that. I learned that in high school.
You're talking to the Eddie County Spelling Bee runner-up, the Dare Essay Contest winner, gentlemen. How dare you?
By being the Spelling Bee runner-up, this is that impressive, my friend.
It was called Mexico.
Oh, that's worse. Oh, no, it's way better.
You, Sean, have a great call tonight. We'll let you get off a couple minutes early to set your bearings, have a couple sips of tea. You're the Bees Pajamas, brother, and we'll be talking to you on Tuesday next week.
Thank you, boys. Enjoy your weekend. Talk to you next week.
Yes, sir. Steph Griffin, you did so good today. Thank you so much.
I love being
You're the Bees Pajamas. If the friend of the show was wondering, Steph Griffin is not the full-time producer.
No.
Yet. Stay on the edge of your seat, friend of the show. Announcements coming next week.
Oh, Andy Lyman, congratulations.
Yes. DWC, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
As quick as you can, tell the friends of the show about the match tomorrow.
Tomorrow, El Paso, New Mexico United. We're going to beat the heck out of those guys. Amanda Moreno coming back. We're all going to boo them. We're going to win. Get your tickets at tickets.newmexicotv.com.
Go to the Lab with Van Taboo, and
ABQ.news is where you can find all the latest and alternative weekly news.
great story about Don Schrader. Friend of the show, be safe out there this weekend. We love you so much. See you next week. Love you, booty.
You're clear.
All right, disconnect now. Thank you, Griffin.
Thank you. Have a great weekend.
Good job, boys. Good job, boys. Hell of a show. Yeah, hell of a show. All right, gonna go see ice cream.